What up, squad? What's poppin'? Is you ready for another reaction video? Okay, so we got something different for y'all. The art of humiliating yourself for views.
That sounds crazy.
A lot more people becoming influencers, and what will they do to hit that milli subs, to get the million subscribers, to get the clout?
Hey.
What will you do? It kind of reminds me of, do you remember when you was growing up and somebody would ask you to do something that's out of the social norm? They'd not ask you, they'd be like, would you do this for $1 billion?
Mm-hmm.
How about for $1 trillion? How about for $1 million? Any of you guys knew that? You know what I'm saying? Like how many times have you heard that growing up? I bet you wouldn't, a day for $1 million for a man. I bet you wouldn't eat this for $1 million. You know what I mean? Just all different crazy scenarios.
You just reminded me of what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Oh, pause. Not for you, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, but I
remember.
But it makes. Oh, okay. But it says bar. It says bar. So my mind went, pause on me. That's why I said pause.
I got you.
Here we go. You know what I mean? But nah, that being said, you know what I'm saying? How many of y'all actually, you know, I mean, everybody's had this conversation once or twice, no?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
We're all kids.
This is one of those things where it says the art of humiliating yourself for views. Now, so we're going to check out some streamers and stuff. We're going to have the link to the description of I can't say his name, but you know what I'm saying? It's FDH. I don't know. We'll just say that, FDH. We'll have the link in the description if y'all want to go check out the original video. That being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and thumbs up. Slap that red button. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people are doing crazy types of nonsense on the net, man. It's like stuff that's like dangerous. Like, you ever see those speed racer dudes that like weaving in and out of traffic? I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Crazy.
And it's a thing. It's an actual thing. It's got its own classification on the IRLs. It does. It's crazy, like what people are willing to do. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a bunch of madness, but let's get right into it.
The thing with the internet is that clip farming is very popular, even before we called it clip farming. Modern day streaming is plagued with people who are willing to do things for the clip. Viral clips is how you introduce people to you, to your streams, but what are you willing to do to go viral? And that's where the humiliation rituals come in. I define it as anything that will turn you into spectacle for others to witness and laugh at. There are tons of streamers who I'd say participate in these rituals for content. Today I want to highlight a few because number one, bruh, it's funny. I'm going to be the first person to laugh if someone goes out of their way to humiliate themselves. That's facts. While I get that humiliation rituals are bad, as long as I and obviously you guys as my audience don't partake in them, it's cool. And I get that sounds crazy, but the thing is, you can't stop these people from doing it to themselves, but you can use their spectacle and view them as cautionary tales on what not to do, which is exactly what this video is going to serve as. And trust me, the people I'm talking about do make good bread, but I'll let you guys answer if it's worth it or not. Let's start with the face of being chopped, young Dabo. This photo is probably what comes to mind when you think of Dabo, and that's because he leans into the chop jokes. He also humiliates himself so much his freaking community is voicing how much he needs to change. Let's read a few tweets. Am I chopped? I thought we were done with this. I think we genuinely have to take a stance against the BS this nigga be doing every stream as a community and try and force him to stop, because I don't know about y'all, but I can't watch this nigga get up every day and embarrass himself and the people around him on stream anymore. The views and the money can't be that good, yo. I think he...
All right, so I just got one thing. There's kind of like, you know, let's look at it like this, right? Everybody was making jokes of the dude, right? Mm-hmm. So what did he do? It's kind of like what I do in comments. Like when people like send these crazy comments to me, I'll make a joke out of it. I'll lean into it. Mm-hmm. You know, oh, you talk over your girl all the time. Oh, well, you do this and you do that, and I'll just make a joke out of it, like, you know what I mean? And I'll lean into it, because at the end of the day, if you guys are upset because he's not upset by it. That's what it seems like. It seems like you guys, the viewers, are the ones that put this on him. Mm-hmm. You guys started making fun of him. He leans into it, gets more famous from it. Mm-hmm. Now we're mad about it because he took something that you guys. Basically, you threw shit and he turned it into gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. but we'll continue to go on. But I'm just saying this incident, it just makes no sense. You're going to hate on a dude that everybody was cracking on. Everybody was calling him Chop. The way he looks, he looked all, you know what I mean? So he leaned into the joke, said, okay, I get it. I know, okay, I'm not the most attractive dude. So I'll lean into that. I'll put that in, you know what I mean? Hey. And I'll embrace that, and you know what I mean? I'll flip it and make some money. What's wrong with that? You taking something negative and turn it into a positive.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What they talking about. You know what I mean? I don't see nothing wrong with that. I just see a bunch of haters that what happens is they upset they can't do the same thing. Instead of him crying about it, going online and crying about it and making a issue out of it, what he did is he made some bread. He turned his tears into money. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Let's get it.
He thinks people will stop talking about him and watch him if he looks like oh my gosh. Like
See,
I think he thinks people will stop talking about him and watch him if he looks like a regular person. And this is quote tweeting Dabo, first human to be scared to look good. He got IRL people coming up to him wanting to make him look better. If that doesn't tell you motherfuckers would fuck with you more if you didn't do this humiliation shit, then I don't know what will. You don't have to act corny for people to fuck with you. It makes it worse when you are doing this act. And I brought this up first because I wanted to preface this by just showing how out of hand this is getting. Dabo goes viral because he's the face of being chopped. He's the face of humiliation. He will always go viral for it, even if his community doesn't like it. But because he goes viral for it, he gets paid. And then he has no reason to listen to his community. Dabo leaning into being an ugly nigga has spawned numerous TikToks. I mean, if you search up Dabo chopped on TikTok, you're gonna be met with so many videos of people cooking him for being.
I mean, look at those views. 17,000, 95,000, 550,000, 136,000. So everybody hating on him and his community hating on him. And if they part of his community and they saying this, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? You want them to have self-esteem, but you guys probably were the first ones to start this because think about it. You couldn't have clipped the video unless you was a fan, unless you watched him. You know what I mean? So before he went viral, how'd it happen? You go viral from what? A lot of people go viral from clip farming.
Yep. Somebody
takes a moment that you're either acting goofy or you have a goof, a mess up, and then they clip it and they put it up and they make a video out of it. Now everybody mad.
Yep.
Why you guys mad?
Wow.
Hey, he's accepting his look, and he's, like I say, he's accepting his look and he's monetizing it. I see people monetize stupid as shit.
Oh. My gosh.
Like all these, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that go like, people half dressed cooking on TV and everybody getting up there acting like that's a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? When you could just go into the kitchen and watch your girl. I said that the other day. I'm like, yo, shit, I ain't got to watch that. I'll just go watch you.
Yep.
I'm just staring at you the whole time. I ain't scrolling. I'm looking at you while you cooking for me. Yep. I got that at home. You know what I'm saying? So you got to blame the viewer, not the person.
Yes.
If what the person is doing is working, unless it's like really a detriment to their health, but obviously it's not a detriment to his self-esteem because he's leaning into it. So he don't care. He knows. He looks in the mirror and says, okay, y'all is right. So guess what? I ain't going to be a baby. I ain't going to shed no tears.
No need to do all that.
I'm going to make this paper.
Yep.
Chopped. Bro, it got to the point I found the original video that spawned this photo of Dabo.
Shit, I hear my high-pitched voice that made me.
And I'm not gonna lie, they definitely violating in the edit. They made his skin burnt and dark. But as much as I don't want this for this young African man, this nigga leans into it. And it makes people comfortable doing things like this to him. And I actually have a perfect example of this, but I'll save it for later. They got niggas clowning him for moisturizing his skin. Are you serious, bro? Niggas can't even attempt skincare without getting cooked? Then I seen a clip of bro staring at the camera, and all of a sudden it's him giving the chopped look. And it's like, I can't even lie. It's a little funny. But when you don't set lines and boundaries on these type of jokes you do and what you lean into, it just opens up a nasty door. A door to disrespect at the hands of niggas who don't know you outside of what you portray online.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you getting thicker.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you think it's the oats? Like, what you think it is?
What you been eating?
Baby, I've been eating oats and...
Why you on your phone? Get off your phone.
Baby, I eat oats and my vegetables and my salad and my meat. I get all my meats.
All your meat?
Yeah, I love meat.
You ever had Nigerian food?
Yeah.
You ever had Guinean food?
No.
Yeah, I can teach you a few things.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Aya and Dabo have become known as the chopped couple, and it all stems from Dabo leaning into this chopped persona. At its core is disrespect. Leaning into this is disrespect, not only to Dabo, but to his women.
You more chopper than me, you big back ass, ugly ass, stupid ass bitch. That fat ass nose. Who chop? You're known for being the most choppest nigga on TikTok. Who on my take it outside with me on my granny. What up, nigga? Yeah, alright, nigga. Hoe ass nigga.
We don't have all the context, but this person behind the camera is clearly bothering Dabo, and when Dabo calls him Chop, he wants to fight him. Obviously, the guy's a loser and a cornball, but this stems from Dabo constantly leaning into the Chop shit. This is a parasocial who felt comfortable enough to interact with you like this. More situations like this are gonna keep happening if Dabo doesn't change that image and let it be known shit ain't cute. Well, it already did happen again.
Nah, see, here's a problem, man. It's the people that are calling him Chop are the ones that are insecure. It's called projection. It's called projection for a reason. So you got these people projecting their self-invalidation towards him. You know what I'm saying? They can't validate themselves, look in the mirror, so they go online, they see somebody that, you know, they either find attractive or unattractive, whichever way you want to go with it, because, I mean, beauty's subjective, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all, you know, somebody, you know, you might think look good. I might be like, they don't look all that great. Mm-hmm. Or that's not my type. We all have our type. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this. You got a lot of people doing that. And then now that he's saying the same thing to you that you guys been saying to him, y'all can't take it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he leads into this persona. Everybody gets mad. So he calls you exactly what you called him, but you mad about it.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it is.
I mean, he wasn't mad. He wasn't upset. The dude started getting all upset. He's like, yo, you chop.
Talking about going outside.
He chopped real low, and then you want to fight him for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, because you still behind your camera, ain't making no money, ain't got your face on camera, but yet his face that bothers you so much is bringing them that dough that you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it is. I think it's just jealousy and envy. Can't hate on that. I mean, how many people get famous for just looking good? Yeah. Shit. Give the dude a break. You know what I'm saying? He did the opposite. Yep. I mean, I don't know too many people that's able to do that. Give the guy a break.
All right, yo, can I get you on Insta? Follow me back on Insta. Chill. You know that.
What you gonna do about it?
What you?
Clock.
I just need one request. I ain't trying to be weird. I just need a picture. Take it, bro. You ugly shit. I already got a picture. Hey, let's go home. Nigga, what the fuck? I swear to God. No, I swear to God. Hey, it's up there, nigga. Hold on. Hey, wait. You gonna be in the picture. Take your hand over. Get out the picture, nigga.
This is a nigga who is making a pass at Dabo's girl. That's not normal. But once again, if Dabo keeps disrespecting himself and his shorty, it makes people comfortable. How you treat yourself is how people treat you. If you ain't loving yourself fully and treating yourself the best, niggas will treat you the same.
Let me explain.
No, I see what he's trying to say.
No, but I see what he's trying to say, but here's my thing. Number one, I don't know if this shorty got with him because of, you know, his fame. I don't know if she was with him before the fame. And at the end of the day, he was not just, you haven't shown me a clip where you're saying that your girl looked bad. You're not telling her to lean into your character.
I just saw Chop that.
Yeah. So then there you go, which she has no problem being a part of, because when I invited you onto the channel, you had no issues. Now, I won't deal with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I won't deal with the disrespect, but my point is this. If my channel is this and you want to join it, you know what my channel is.
Right.
You know what my channel is. You're willingly partaking in that. You know, all you have to say is, babe, you know what? I'd rather not be on your channel. You know, you do your thing. You know, you do it the way you do it.
Yeah.
I'll be over here. I don't want to be part of that because
I don't want to be considered
I don't. Not even that. I mean, come on, because I mean, obviously he didn't force her to do it.
That's why I'm saying she could have said that, and she didn't.
Yeah. So there you go. She had the choice to do it. No, it's like anything else. People, and I get it. They're willing to do this for fame, but I wouldn't say that about him. I just say people threw something at him,
so
he spun it into something that got motion. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't be mad at him for that. Now, don't get me wrong. The part where, with his shorty and stuff, like, I won't stand that disrespect. I get that. So you got to set a boundary there. Like, yo, when you out, you got to set a boundary there. But at the end of the day, you can't blame him for that. Mm-hmm. She wanted to jump in, and she didn't mind her name being chopped, bet, or whatever. Yeah. She didn't mind her name being that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, he ain't forcing her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. She was like, okay, cool, I'm down.
Let go.
But nah, people stepping you in public like that, I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Like, yo, you can't deal with that disrespect.
That's crazy.
What you put out is what you attract. So really put out nothing but love for yourself and the people you care about, especially if you make content because you don't want parasocials to get comfy disrespecting you. Low-key, I should have saved that little spiel for the end, but enjoy that unsolicited opinion. Let's talk about Zias and Bilu. The thing with these guys is that, number one, I actually have a theory. I think both of these dudes have a baseline of stupidity. They're definitely dumb, but they play it up. And I want to be clear, these niggas are funny as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy the content. Me and the guys, we be putting it on, laughing. It's some funny ass shit. I especially enjoy it more than the usual goon content Zias was making. Getting fried and joking with your homie is way better content than the stuff I seen Zias make in 2021. But despite that, it's still very crazy. With these guys, I don't think I really got to go too in depth on the clips they be making. I think I'd rather just show y'all.
What does water taste like? Oh, that shit good, bro. The hydrogen in that motherfucker.
Not for real.
Combined with the oxygen.
You said the carbohydrates?
No, the hydrogen.
Where they come from?
I don't even know, B-Lou.
You just saying shit.
But that's what water is made from. The
hydrogen?
Hydrogen.
And two oxygens.
Then you got the two, then the oxygen, nigga.
H2O.
But think about what's oxygen like.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I know we breathe it, yeah, like, but you can't see it though.
She was trying to taste oxygen. Combine that bitch with some hydrogen.
You're stupid.
Nigga, what?
Bro, I don't know.
Hey, you was going somewhere for a minute.
I thought I was too.
You was going somewhere for a minute.
And okay, I know I said they'd be playing it up, but low-key, this seems real. And that's what I mean. They have a baseline stupidity that they play up. It works for the clip. But is this really what you want your legacy to be? You want to be known as the dumb pair of dudes on the internet? But low-key, it's Bilu. I ain't gonna lie. Zias be on his dumb shit, but Bilu is a different type of dumb.
Spell orange. Orange or orange, depending on what city you stay in.
The fruit or the color? Nigga, I'm asking a genuine question.
All right, so now peep this, right? All right, so now peep this. Some people, believe it or not everybody on the internet is acting like someone else, or trying to be outside of themselves. Mm-hmm. Some people are being themselves.
Yeah.
And because you don't like it or you don't agree, what is wrong with that? Why are they going to fake and act like they super intelligent, like they rocket scientists? You know what I'm saying? This is who they are. They've always been that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Maybe this isn't an act. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is really them.
Yeah.
Maybe this is how they really be. You know what I mean? I don't feel like somebody would, well, I do feel, yeah, people would. That's a stretch. But I'm saying, I just feel like these two, if this is who they are, that's who they are. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people used to get on me because I have ADHD and I'd be all over the place, jumping all over the place. Oh, and then I would be outside of myself and I would try to tame it down, calm it down. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck that.
Exactly.
Because I wasn't having fun making content anymore. Mm-hmm. It's only fun when you could be yourself.
Exactly.
Trying to put on an act 24/7, that is not fun. Streaming and putting on an act. So the ones that do that eventually are going to get burnt out or whatever. But maybe for the most part, that's who they are. Mm-hmm. Even the ones that are half dressing cooking. That's just who they are. They 304s. You know what I'm saying? It's not an act, it's who they are. And if people are watching it and consuming this content, I don't see what the thing is. I'm talking about humiliation. When I think about humiliation rituals, I'm thinking about, bro, you never would wear a dress. You've never, all your life as a man, wore a dress. But then all of a sudden, you walking through Hollywood Boulevard and everywhere else out in public with a dress and some moon boots. You know what I'm saying? Them, yo, I'm being serious. You ever see them things? Yeah, they just, you know. That to me is a humiliation ritual. You know, when you act outside of pocket, when you're acting outside of yourself. Now, if you put on a little character, a little act, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment at the end of the day. But like when I'm talking about humiliation, I'm talking about completely going against your moral fabric.
Yeah.
But being a cornball and being goofy and leaning in this shit, to me, that's not really humiliation. That's just you either playing a character or you're being yourself and you just don't care. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like people telling me to calm down, stop talking over your girl, stop doing that. It's something I can't do because I'm ADHD. It's like almost impossible. When I got a thought, it comes out.
Yes, it do.
That's why you don't ever see her like, yo, babe. If she ever wants to speak, she'll just be like, yo, wait. Hold on. Let them know.
Yes, I do. I'll let him know.
Got no problem saying it. She absolutely got no problem putting me in my place.
A lot of times he also like he says what my thought was, so it's like I'm not gonna repeat it because then it's just gonna be like I'm repetitive with his thoughts, you know. So it's like if I'm in agreement to what he said because it's something that I was thinking, all right, he said it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say yup.
and don't get me wrong, I think that's probably why they're telling me to let you speak because I'm pretty much covering everything and they want to hear you. Yeah. But I get so into the moment, you know how it is. I'm just it's something I can't help. So if I get excited about something,
I'll cut him off a little more for you guys. How about that?
Yeah. All right.
No promises though.
Yeah. All right.
Because I can't.
Bro, what?
If you don't show the Google, I'm gonna be so mad.
Bro, am I not valid? Am I not valid?
You can tell he was genuinely asking.
Am I not valid?
Hold on. The fruit.
Nah, both.
Nah, smell the fruit.
Nah, bro, I don't even want to no more.
Smell the fruit.
Nah, you
the
can
fruit
tell
be
he was serious.
Nah,
like, he
bro,
didn't know.
I'm good, bro.
He didn't know.
I'm good, bro.
Muslims eat during Ramadan. Do Muslims eat 30 days? Do Muslims? Damn, eat 30 days. Do Muslims eat?
I'm sorry, I think they
do
go.
Muslims not eat every 30 days?
Funny. They're
during
funny.
Ramadan.
I have a bad day. I go to their clips.
During Ramadan.
The fruit or color? It's so absurd. It gotta be fake, right? Like there's no way someone would willingly be this dumb for content. And you peep how Zias looked at him? It's like Zias realized he wasn't playing it up for the joke. He was being dead ass. But then Zias does stuff that makes me question if he a little dumb too.
Muslims eat during Ramadan. Do Muslims eat 30 days? Do Muslims? Damn, eat 30 days. Do Muslims eat? Do Muslims not eat every 30 days during Ramadan?
Yeah, he kept just respelling it the way he did it.
During Ramadan.
This clip was doing Shaq and Kobe numbers on the timeline. Everyone was clowning these guys because it is crazy. All they had to do was type, do Muslims fast during Ramadan? Or how long do Muslims fast during Ramadan? It was that simple. And that's why.
Hey,
okay, to you. See, that's the difference. All right, so you have a faceless channel. You're not on the spot. You're not in front of the camera and you're not live. You can edit this up the way you want and take out the parts that you don't like and the parts that show you in a bad light or don't even show you at all because you're not even on camera. So you can edit that out. Where they're streamers, they're live. These, I'm telling you,
your
just
brain
in
stops
everybody's,
working.
you're telling me in your everyday life, you've never done something like that? You never had a moment where your brain is just like, and then when on top of it, the pressure of trying to entertain, trying to be able to type. I mean, you see me type, I'm like, when we're on live, it takes me forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, of course, it seems like that to somebody that, is, as advanced as you are, let's just say, you know what I mean? But maybe there's a lot of people out there that really ain't that equipped with the type of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And they decided to put themselves out there, and hey, it is what it is, and they getting views for it. I don't feel like they are humiliating themselves. I just feel like they're being themselves and they're having fun.
Yeah.
They have no problem with it. They're acting the way they would outside of the camera. That's why I said, man, if you followed us around with a camera, bro, you'd get a lot of airhead moments, man. A lot of funny moments that people would laugh at, but it's not really us not being us. It's just us being us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we both, you know, one of us or the other one. We both look at each other that way. You know what I mean?
So I mean, this is really simple shit. So it only makes sense that these guys would be playing dumb for views. It's funny, super funny, but I mean, is the digital footprint worth it? Is the cash from being a clown worth it? And if you tuned into my last video on Tay, you'd see I criticized him for not only being a bad guy, but also the way he humiliates himself through being a jester. I don't think these guys are at that level. Personally, I just couldn't be playing dumb on camera for bread. But before I talk about the worst of them all, I want to introduce an honorary mention.
Into that lady too, come on. Come on. Oh, we're both getting out together. Yeah. And I said, me and you getting out together. We're both getting out together, bro. We're both getting out together, bro. We're both getting out together. Come on. 3, 2. No, what? Come on.
This video is from some prank YouTuber, I forgot his name, but yeah, he got his throat grabbed on camera. And it was funny as hell, obviously, but the reason I wanted to include this is because by the definition, this is a humiliation ritual. The only reason I know of this guy is because of this clip. I don't even remember his name. And I'm pretty sure this clip recirculates and goes viral because I know for a fact it's at least a year old, meaning this nigga is still getting attention from getting his neck grabbed. So he gets...
So right here, you're making a valid point. I feel like pranksters and people that do stuff that is out of the norm or like way up, you know, like just really out of reach, you know what I'm saying, that they're really that to me is just like, I mean, is it really worth it? I get that, you know what I mean? Like when you put yourself in danger and you're putting yourself in possibility of, you know what I'm saying, incarceration, that type of stuff ain't cool. But people just leaning into whoever they are, because the first two, I feel like the first two, they leaned into who they are. I don't know the first guy. I don't know who he is. Never seen him before. But what's called Zias and Bilu? Funny. Man. We watch them all the time, bro. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just because we relate to them. We have those moments.
To earn a spot on the list. And now that leaves me with the worst of them all. Cuff'em. Cuff'em is going to be the last person I talked about today because let's be real, he truly is the ugliest man on the internet. And he leans into it more than Dabo ever could. And I know I called Dabo the face of being chopped, but Cuff'em is so much worse.
Okay, so you just said it. Wait, but you just said it. You just said it yourself. See, that's what's bothering me about this video, bro. Is you just said it. You just dissed him. And the fact that he's leaning into it, why are you mad? Like what is the big deal? What is the big deal? You're not even in front of the screen. I gotta look up some of your stuff and see if you ever go in front of the screen. It's easy for somebody else to call somebody ugly when you're not in front of the screen. So the fact that he's confident in his own skin is enough for me, is a W for me. And the fact he's making money off of it is another W. So but I get it. You making content. See where the hypocrisy comes in? You making content off of it though.
I see.
I mean, he's worse to the point where it's almost like he gets off on being called ugly.
We'll give you a score between 0 and 10. Having some idea of how attractive you are can be very valuable. For example, dating services like Tinder use it.
Oh shit, it's at a 0.1. Wow, you was just above a breathalyzer, bro. He was just above a breathalyzer. So even a drunk chick wouldn't call him. Yo, what is it? What is this app? We got to do that.
No,
I want to do that app.
I don't.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious because it goes by the symmetrics of your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah,
of your jawline, your cheekbones.
I just
you're very attractive to me.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah, I don't care about what that dress is. All that matters is me, baby. Your confidence won't be. I'm telling you, it'll say you're attractive, baby.
Okay.
I promise you it will. I promise you.
I believe you.
Okay. Why would I be lying? Why would I be lying? Seriously.
I'm not saying that you are.
Yeah.
I believe that that's your real thoughts.
Okay.
To match people who are about.
And this is exactly what I mean. Bro is doing an attractiveness test knowing he's chopped. That's clip farming 101. He's literally being set up for the joke. Where is the self-respect? Gang, you're throwing up lobs for niggas on the web to dunk on you. But wait, it gets worse. He starts putting on a mask during his monkey clips.
Hey, ain't nothing but somebody be on TikTok. You ugly.
What? You can't view my face.
Hold on, I like your lens tag, yo. Hold on, wait. I like your lens tag. Hold on, he might be fine.
He might be fine.
Yo, I got a question.
What the fuck?
I got a question for you. Chill. I'm gonna take my mask off. I want you to rate me, alright? Alright?
I'm gonna spare you your feelings now. I'm not the type of person to do this.
I don't care about feelings. I know I look good. I don't care about feelings. I want you to be honest,
okay.
huh? Valid.
Okay.
Alright, bet.
And nigga, how is it that both times you're getting skipped? I'm laughing at this too, cause it's hilarious. It is depressing, okay? Like, this is what niggas gotta do to get the bag up. It's good content in the sense that it's entertaining, but mental health wise, is this even good for someone? Constantly making content at their own expense, getting clowned on 24/7, it just gets worse.
Told you this. Nah, you mad bad. I ain't gonna lie, like, you the baddest on here. No!
Okay, so let me be real. Do you think that's the first time he's really met rejection? He's used to it. When you've seen rejection so much, I mean, you kind of get numb to it. I'm pretty sure, he has eyes and he can see and he knows other people's reactions. He's asked women out on dates and stuff like that. I mean, he's just, he knows it. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, hey, like I said, not too many people could pull it off.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me when he did the mask thing. He reminds me of that dude.
That dude that goes boom, boom, and he has no hair. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, why not lean into something that, hey, okay, I'm not attractive, but lean into it. Mm-hmm. I know that nobody's ever gonna. It has nothing to do with not being respectful of yourself. It's just knowing who you are. It's being confident who you are. But you're like, hey, I can laugh with the jokes too. Instead of people talking behind my back, do it to my face. Mm-hmm. Now
I'll just do it to myself because, if I'm already ahead of it, then there's nothing you can say or do that's gonna hurt me because I already hurt my own feelings now.
to me,
I don't know if it's good for your mental, but I mean, if they're happy.
I mean, he's laughing, he's loving it. He knows he's gonna get that reaction. That's why he's doing it. So obviously, it doesn't seem like it bothers him.
Yeah.
He knows he's gonna get that reaction. That's why he puts a mask on first. That's why the guy with the bullet, he knows the reaction he's going to get. And that's what he wants, is he wants that reaction. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't get that reaction, I guarantee you this, right? I guarantee you some girl go, ooh, damn, you look good. You fine. He's going to be uncomfortable. That's what's going to make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, oh, shit, nobody ever told me that before. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is what the reaction that he wants. Now, is that him being whatever? I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like I said, man, if you got something that everybody looks at as a negative and you turn it into a positive, how is that a bad thing? Now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I disagree.
So because bro got skipped, he started doing his signature move. I'm gonna leave it up to your own interpretation on what Cuffham did. All I'm saying is that this is beyond normal humiliation rituals. I'm pretty sure the dude is rich. So what even is the purpose of this? No way the bag ain't last that long. But with that being said, everyone I talked about today has negatively represented themselves for the purpose of a clip or some bread. And it works. I get it. It might even work for one of you guys, but you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Can your soul be content with this humiliation? Will your mental be okay knowing you are putting yourself in compromising positions in the name of the clip? That's all I'm trying to ask, because at some point you just gotta stop and reflect. If you have a child, what are they gonna think about this? What is your future partner gonna say? Your wife gonna say? But that's all I had to say. Subscribe for more unsolicited.
All right, so the way I look at it is this: as long as you're not putting yourself like too extreme, out of the norms, I don't see nothing with it. If you know, I mean, think about it. Actors, everybody, they play a role, they do something. It's entertainment, and you know, whatever you have that, you know, whatever card you dealt, and you get a winning hand out of that. Yeah. If you could find a winning hand out of a card, out of a stack that is a losing hand, and you're able to bluff your way through, how can I be mad at you for turning that into something that is positive in your life when it seems like everybody wants you to lean into the fact that, oh, you should have low self-esteem about yourself. You should just stay hidden because you don't look good. Why? I mean, hey, if they find a way to turn it into content and become these big streamers, then why not? Yeah. What, you got to look good and be good? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the dude was moisturizing his face and they were joking about him. So no matter what, he can't win. Yeah. And I don't think they were joking about him because of the fact that he leaned into the fact that he was unattractive. No, they were joking about it because the fact that he is not attractive. Yeah. So he just leaned into it. So the laugh is on you guys because it just seems like everybody is mad because
these people have the confidence to do something that we wouldn't.
Yeah. Just because you look at it a certain way doesn't mean it's an L. You know what I'm saying? The only ones holding the L are, I feel like, the people that are talking about it behind the camera. They're not in front of the camera. They're behind the camera and they're making videos and stuff like that. I mean, I know a lot of these type of pages. I'm not dissing your page. Everybody go check him out. I mean, he does got valid points, but at the end of the day, I wish he would have brought up like people like people that would go extremely out of the norm. There was other stuff that you could have brought up that would have definitely made sense for this. I've seen people do dangerous stunts, dangerous tricks that they normally wouldn't do. Just stuff that is just above and beyond. This to me is light. This to me is, I just see people that are confident enough to put themselves out there and they're making a bag at it. That being said, you guys let us know what you think in the comments. We out of here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. See, I just had a moment myself.
Bye.
All right.